It's Long Street Dwayne Buffett. I just walked in here at Whole Foods, and as soon as I walked in, I just this is how as soon as I walked in, I saw they look like they on the Navy. They walked around the corner here, and I walked in here, and they came and walked around the corner. And I usually sit at this same table almost every time I come to Whole Foods. Anyway, they're sitting there, and there's this movie. And I think that's the Navy uniform. And you know, so many times I keep saying black males in a Navy uniform, but actually they look to be from Asia. When I was, I don't know if they're from Asia, but I guess if you think of ancient terms, you might want to say Mongoloid, but I don't know if they're from Asia. But they look to be from Asia. I'm not sure. But I gotta remember to say, also in the Navy and the Army, you have not just African American males and pale-skinned males, and that's only if they haven't claimed a nationality. Now, if they're in the constitutional fold and they have taken an oath and affirmed to uphold the organic Constitution, which includes the 13th Amendment and 20 sections, then they would not be considered African American and pale skin. They have a nationality, and they are actually defending an organic instrument. But I just wanted to say that because as soon as I walked in right here, and I don't know where they're from, I don't know their ethnicity, but they look to be from Asia, like maybe China, Japan, or if I use the word Mongoloid a lot because I think I remember because also I keep forgetting to include Asia, because I've seen Asians that look to be from Asia. They look, or definitely I've seen those that look to be from South Central America and Mexico. In the United States Navy and Army and the military. But when I was in New York and I went to the temple, the sheiks was showing the ancient history beyond the word China, Japan, and showing how the mixture of those that look to be from South Central America and even those in the northern part, and how the mixture came about, and then they brought up the Olmecs. So and how the Olmecs went to different parts of the world to try to get people in that time from not behaving as animals and sacrificing, doing blood rituals, and behaving outside of cosmic laws. And anyway, so that's how. But they use the word Mongoloid. So anyway, but then you go further back than that, further back than that, and that takes you away from any strand mixture. But nonetheless, I just keep forgetting to include Asia, because definitely there's Asians in the United States Navy, Army, and the Marines. Not just the pale skin, unless they claim a nationality. If they claim a nationality, they'll say, I'm Irish. My nationality, I think they would say Ireland, right? Or Irish. Or I could be wrong. I'm not quite sure the nationality of Ireland, but I would think it would be Ireland. Or let's see, because that's the first thing that came about. I just saw a video of some stuff about Ireland. Let's see here. What was one of the things? Spain. Or Italy. Italian. What other? Germans that come to join the military, or and so forth. So and then they would have to make sure that they have been naturalized under the 13th Amendment with 20 sections, which was ratified November the 18th, 1865. Otherwise, it's like they are being used by a foreign entity because they're not truly naturalized. So they are vulnerable. They are vulnerable to be used. Let me say that. Vulnerable to be used by a foreign entity, and possibly use them as terrorists instead of being protectorates of the citizens, productive citizens of this landmass. Productive citizens, they can be vulnerable to be used as terrorists. or some form of a weapon. So yeah, so it's not saying that everyone that has been naturalized would not be used as a weapon or as a terrorist. But I'm saying is, I would think the probability would be higher for them not to be used or vulnerable to be used as a terrorist if you have been truly naturalized properly to affirm or take an oath to uphold laws of freedom. Because that means, I mean, if you really affirm or take an oath to uphold laws of freedom, then you respect your freedom. You're going to respect someone else's freedom. So the last thing out your mouth would be, I paid for somebody. That would be the last thing would be out your mouth, because that would be an act of terrorism. So a weapon, Islam. So anyway, it is really, that's all I have to say. Anyways, August 27th, 2022. I just, you know, I was just, as soon as I came through the door right here, they came around the corner right here, and I always sit here and they sat over there.